Hey everyone, it's Greg with Medical Muscle, and I wanted to talk about my experience doing research at St. George University. So, starting off, to get into the program, you have to have a pretty good Term 1 score. You do. You basically have to show that not only can you handle the medical school workload that you were given in Term 1, but you can possibly handle an extra workload on top of it. That's why you have to have such a good score. It's unfortunate. If you had a C or maybe even a B, they're pretty selective, you may not be able to get in because of this situation. Now, from those students, there's another selective process where they pick, in my class, about half of the people who applied. The reason for that is that a lot of students realize that research is a really great extracurricular to have on your CV. It shows that you can take on this extra work, and that having papers published and having your name on a scientific paper is really kind of a cool thing to have for residency placements, and if you just want to go into research in general, that's a great thing to have. But because students know this, there's probably more applicants than they can handle. So there's that selective process. I was fortunate enough to get selected. And I gotta say, it's been a great experience so far. It is a lot of work. If you love work, if you think medical school is not hard enough, then you'll love adding extra workload. Now, it is extra work, but if you're good at writing papers, if you enjoy writing, then it's fantastic. I like it. So it didn't feel like that much workload. It was something that was a little different. It was like something where I could give my brain a break from just studying material, and I got to do something that was, I don't know how to say this, just more freeing. I had a lot more creativity in what we could kind of say about some topic, the way we word things. There was that other aspect to it that made it enjoyable. So because I was in a term that was fully online, we didn't have access to a lab or test subjects or anything like that. We're all distance learning. So what we had to do was write review papers, basically where we're looking through other scientific papers and making our own conclusion. It's been a lot of fun. It's challenging to work with a group. Obviously, you're doing group work, you're working with teammates. But what's nice about this, and this is something unique that I had not experienced when I was in undergrad, is that you're working with, all A students. You're working with the best students of the school. Those are your teammates writing these papers. So you don't really have that issue of people not pulling their weight. These are all go-getters. You have the top of your class. So it makes it a lot more fun. Everybody's willing to put in some effort. Everybody's willing to make some suggestions. Everybody's willing to work. That's the best thing about this. It is a big time commitment. You need to, I think on a weekend, I would maybe write 5 to 8 hours working on some paper, maybe a couple weekends. I would try to break it up a little bit in the middle of the week too, but I'd try to get most of my writing done on the weekends when I had some spare time. The benefit with all this is that once you get into the program and you've maintained a good grade, you have to maintain an A. Let's just say you have to maintain good academic standing with the school. You get to stay in the program for the whole time that you're at St. George. So you have multiple opportunities to have your name on a scientific paper that could potentially be published. You never know if they actually end up getting published, but you can't guarantee that. But the longer you're in, the more papers you guys write, and your name's getting on the paper, or that your name will be first on a paper. That's kind of a cool experience. I got to experience that myself. So it's cool. It's a time commitment, but it's a cool experience. I said that already, but I hope you guys do well enough in term 1 that you have the opportunity to do research in term 2 or any other term after that. All right. Well, I hope that was informative for you guys, and I wish you the best. Go kick some booty.